Hello everyone. Welcome to Nanuya channel. Today, we're diving into something that might be holding you back socially without you even realizing it. Have you ever felt like people overlook you in conversations? Like you're invisible in a group? It might not be because of what you're saying, but because of the subtle things you're doing. These subconscious habits can make people unconsciously dismiss you. Let's break them down so you can start making more impactful connections. And at the end of the video, there will be some explanations of difficult words or phrase to expand your vocabulary. Effects of being ignored. Before we dive in, let's talk about the effects of often being ignored. Over time, you may start to feel isolated, like your opinions and presence don't matter. This can lead to a drop in confidence, increased social anxiety, and even avoidance of social situations altogether. In professional settings, it can mean missed opportunities and feeling undervalued. But the good news is that awareness and small changes can help turn things around. 1. Weak or no eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most powerful ways to establish presence. If you constantly avoid looking people in the eye, they may perceive you as insecure, uninterested, or even dishonest. Studies show that maintaining good eye contact increases trust and improves communication. Try to maintain natural and steady eye contact. It builds trust and makes you more memorable. If direct eye contact feels intimidating, start by focusing on the space between the eyebrows to create the same effect. 2. Low or monotone voice. Your voice carries energy, and if you're speaking too softly or in a monotone, people might unconsciously tune you out. A confident, varied tone with good projection makes you sound more engaging and authoritative. If you struggle with this, practice reading aloud with different inflections or record yourself speaking to analyze your tone. Confidence in speech makes people more likely to listen and respect what you have to say. 3. Closed-off body language. Crossed arms, hunched shoulders, and avoiding physical openness can make you seem unapproachable. Open body language signals confidence and makes people more likely to engage with you. Stand with a relaxed posture, keep your hands visible, and occasionally use gestures to emphasize points. Your stance should invite interaction rather than repel it. 4. Hesitant or over-apologetic speech. Saying sorry too often or adding phrases like, I think, or maybe too much can weaken your words. People are drawn to those who speak with certainty. Instead of saying, I think this is a good idea, say, this is a great idea because. Own your statements and speak with clarity. You don't need to apologize for taking up space in a conversation. Lack of expressiveness. If your face doesn't show emotion when you speak, people may find it hard to connect with you. A lack of facial expressions makes you seem disengaged, making others less likely to focus on you. Smiling, raising your eyebrows slightly, and nodding while listening are subtle ways to show engagement. Expressions reinforce the message behind your words and make you more dynamic. 6. Interrupting or not listening well. Sometimes, in trying to be noticed, people interrupt or wait for their turn to speak instead of actually listening. Being a great listener makes people value your presence more. Show active listening by nodding, making affirming sounds, and summarizing what the other person said before responding. When people feel heard, they naturally pay more attention to you. 7. Speaking too fast or too slow. The way you pace your speech affects how others perceive you. Speaking too fast can make it hard for people to follow, while speaking too slowly can make them lose interest. Find a balanced, natural rhythm. A good trick is to match your speaking pace to the listener's energy level while emphasizing key points with slight pauses. 8. Avoiding personal space awareness. Standing too close or too far from someone can make them feel uncomfortable or disconnected. Being mindful of personal space helps create a comfortable social dynamic where people feel at ease engaging with you. Different cultures have varying norms for personal space, so be observant and adjust accordingly. 9. Lack of contribution to conversations. If you give short, one-word answers or don't add much to a conversation, people may stop directing discussions toward you. Even if you're naturally quiet, try to contribute thoughtful input. It keeps you relevant in the interaction. Ask follow-up questions, share a related experience, or express genuine curiosity about what others are saying. 10. Negative or uncertain energy. People are naturally drawn to confidence and positive energy. If you seem uncertain, nervous, or give off a negative vibe, people may subconsciously distance themselves. Work on carrying yourself with self-assurance and optimism. Positive energy is contagious. When you exude confidence and enthusiasm, people will be naturally inclined to engage with you. How to avoid being ignored. Now that we've identified these subconscious habits, let's talk about how to avoid being ignored. Be present. Engage in conversations actively. Maintain eye contact, nod, and respond thoughtfully. Speak with confidence. Use a strong, clear voice. Avoid fillers like and too often. Use open body language. Keep your posture relaxed and inviting. Avoid crossing your arms or looking down. Be a good listener. Show genuine interest in others by asking questions and responding with enthusiasm. Contribute. More. Share your thoughts and opinions instead of staying silent. Project positive energy. Smile. Use expressive gestures and keep a warm tone to draw people toward you. Adjust your social awareness. Read the room, respect personal space, and align your energy with the setting. So, how many of these habits do you recognize in yourself? Awareness is the first step to change. By making small adjustments in your body language, tone, and presence, you can shift how others perceive you and start making a bigger impact in social interactions. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who might need to hear this. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next episode. The word unconsciously means doing something without being aware of it. In the context of your script, it means that people might dismiss you without realizing they're doing it, simply because of subtle social cues or behaviors. Awareness means the state of being conscious or understanding something. In this context, it refers to recognizing the habits that might be making people ignore you, so you can change them. A monotone voice means speaking in a way that lacks variation in pitch, tone, or inflection. This can make speech sound dull or unengaging, causing listeners to lose interest. A more dynamic voice, with changes in tone and emphasis, can make you sound more engaging and confident. Emphasizing means giving special importance or attention to something. In this context, it means highlighting or stressing key points while speaking to make them stand out and keep listeners engaged. Perceive means to become aware of or interpret something in a certain way. In this context, it refers to how others see, understand, or interpret your actions and behavior. Observant means being attentive, noticing details, and paying close attention to what's happening around you. In this context, it means being aware of social cues and adjusting your behavior accordingly to make people feel comfortable. Enthusiasm means showing excitement, energy, or strong interest in something. In this context, it refers to displaying a positive and engaging attitude that makes people more likely to pay attention to you and enjoy your presence.